Hi, you're welcome to the six-figure virtual assistant business training by Shefumi Loba. So the name of my academy is Siva's Academy, which is a short form of Shefumi Loba Virtual Assistant Services. It's my singular pleasure and honor to have you here. I do not take it for granted, and I promise to give you my best so that you can earn six figures from the comfort of your home, doing what you love, setting your prices at your own time, at your own pace, right? So before we go on, let me quickly introduce myself to you. You know, why should you listen to me? Who am I? And why should you listen to me? So my name is Shefumi Loba. I'm a virtual assistant. But before I give you the virtual assistant story, I would like to give a background story of how I came about this business and what had happened so you know me better. So let me take a minute to officially introduce myself to you, giving you a bit of how I came about the official introduction that I just did. I started my virtual assistant business in late 2017. To be honest, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have any tangible understanding of the job. In fact, what I did was my why I wanted that business, which was my daughter at that time. I wanted to be at home more with her, who had been overly stressed. Yes, I was working, so I was taking her to work. I was an administrative assistant plus confidential secretary before I got married. So I had a resumption time. Actually, as a secretary, you don't get to close until your bosses or your boss closes. All right. So I had a resumption time, but the closing time wasn't certain as I have to be at work until my boss leaves. Sometimes I'm lucky to close early, and other times not so early. So if you have ever been a personal assistant to some big boss, you will understand what I'm talking about. It's really tasking, right? So when I started, I didn't have a problem with the work as I was still single and stayed all by myself, but my work schedule became a serious issue after I got married and had my baby girl. Right. So at the end of my maternity leave, I couldn't afford to drop her in the crèche. If you live in a city as Abuja, crèche is not as cheap, all right, because of my family finances at that time. So I struggled with either to quit my job to take care of my baby or paying for crutch services with all my salary. So as you can see, it was a pretty tough choice for me. In fact, who said women were the ones who had to make this kind of choice? It was tough because I wanted to support my husband and I needed to take care of my baby. So it was a pretty tough choice for me. Luckily for me, after seeing my struggle, my boss allowed me to bring her to work so long as my job is being done, right? So it was a great relief for me. I got to keep my job and take care of my baby at the same time. Not a perfect scenario when I have deadlines to meet, but it's far better than being a bloody housewife, right? The first few months was easy as my little girl would just quietly stay in her car seat while I work. But we had business only when she wanted to eat, so I'm less busy and I just want to carry her. Alright, issues started when she started crawling, and many times she would fall out of her car seat. Okay, maybe I quickly went to my boss's office to do something. By the time I come back, probably she wanted to follow me or she was sleeping and I left her in the car seat. In a bid to get out, she'll fall out and she'll scream. You know, I'm resolved to putting her. I had to resolve in putting her on a mat so that she can play all by herself. That also worked for a while, all right, until she's had mastered the art of crawling, and she will crawl up out. She will crawl out to the shelf, pull down files, books, and she begins to tear papers. I can smile now, but it wasn't easy as at that time. All right. You can imagine my frustration tearing papers and documents that doesn't belong to me. All right. To tackle the problem, I had to tire on my back while I walk. It wasn't fun. All right. It was tough for me, it was tough for a baby. Just imagine that I had to back a baby at my back, whether she's sleeping, she didn't have her freedom, I didn't have my own freedom, and the stress took me over. I was stressed out. mentally, emotionally, physically. Just talk about it. All right. And the pressure inside of me was like a bottle of Coca-Cola. You know when you're shaking Coke too much, just a little touch, it's it brings about explosion. I was like I was like a ticking time bomb. Like I was practically an angry person. I became an angry person, which was not me. I lost myself literally. And if God had not given me a husband who was extremely patient, wise, hey, maybe I would have lost my marriage before it turned to. That was it. It was always at the receptive end of my frustration. You know, that's the person you can pour the frustration. Please give me just, in June 2017, I couldn't take it anymore. I left my 9 to 5 job. I told my husband, I said, I don't mind, even if I have to sell pure water on the streets of Abuja. I'm not going through that stress anymore. Prior to leaving my job, I had enrolled, I knew I was going to leave my job prior to that June. I had enrolled in coaching session. I've never heard anything about virtual assistants until my coach at that time mentioned it in one of my coaching calls with her. After the conversation with her, it felt like a good deal for me since I had the skills, and buying and selling of physical products is a no-no for me. In fact, before this time, I tried to do printing of chat cards, I've tried to sell data, I've tried to do this, I've tried to even sell earrings. It didn't work because I'm not a kind of person that be asking for money. Oh yeah, buy for me, yeah, buy for me now. No. So it wasn't my thing, and it's still not my thing till today. So I put in the work, I woke up early, I stayed up late, I worked till my ass following my coaching mentoring. And you can guess what happened. In 6 months, I doubled my salary from the work I did as a virtual assistant. Even better, I had created a life for myself that I loved, having more time to tend to my family, and most importantly, my little baby, right? So she's no longer the only one anymore. And you know this year I made 6 figures in one day. It blew my mind. Like, okay, I was saying, okay, I was making 6 figures in 1 month. Now I could make 6 figures in one day. So it's possible. So it's been a wide ride, and it's been fun. I won't tell you it's been easy, but it's been possible and it's been working if you put in the desired work. So my goal is never to hold anything back, never hold a secret that could help someone, especially a woman, a married woman who wants to take care of her family as well as, contribute to the economy of our family. I will never hold a secret. And that's what baited this course, because I want to hold as many women as possible into financial independence. Okay, if you earn 100,000, even a 70,000 right now, plus your family income, what will it mean to you? A 90,000, 100,000, a 200,000, what will it mean to you? So that's why you are here, and that's why you should listen to me, because I've done it over and over again. I started my business in 2017, and this is 2021. I am still here doing that same business, expanding my tentacles to all other aspects of virtual assistant. And one thing that virtual assistant can do for you is that it brings you into a fold of people you ever would have thought about. See, personally, I've worked with clients in all phases of life, in all cadre of life, especially it brings me into the circle of people that I never would have thought, or I never would have met. Right. So it's a lot of advantages is there when you I've also had access to coaching classes I couldn't have been able to afford because I'm a virtual assistant. All right. So that's why you should listen to me. And once again, you are welcome here. So next, what are we going to be learning in this course? What will you be learning in this course? I'm going to teach you a whole lot of things. You can see my screen, and you see that we're going to learn a whole lot of things in the next couple of days, enough to get you started on this journey. So we're going to learn getting started as a virtual assistant, how to find a profitable niche, setting up your social media account, optimizing accounts, bios and images, introduction to email marketing practical tutorial, landing page tutorial, branding your virtual assistant business. We're going to talk about content marketing, content creation, type of content. I'm going to teach you how to use Canva, how to do podcasts, how to do ads, understanding how Facebook ads, understanding website backend practical, marketing yourself as a virtual assistant. Yes, how to also put price tag on your services. And I'm going to take you through the social media tools, the social media toolbox, understanding the toolbox. There are a whole lot of things that I'm going to take you through here. So I want to encourage you to fasten your seatbelt. Are you ready to go with me? So let's get going. Hush. So we're going to start in a short while to hit the body, right? So take away all distractions, block out the time where there's quiet, no distractions, go to toilet you want to use, attention, get your notepad and your notepad. I didn't say paper, get your notepad. This is going to be your virtual assistant business notepad, and you're going to carry it like a treasure because we are going to be writing a lot of things. I hope that at the end of this course, you are good to go on your journey. All right, thanks for being here. See you in the next module. Bye.